Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. That's a people day. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make God what I seen him. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. Big man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta. I sell out. I sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the Friday. You must throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing. Man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. ghetto. Run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel who really love rights. So just and I say watch him man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. And we love. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. Rastafari. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja. Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I say watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for Rastafari. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Rastafari. War and crime. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari. We love all. And we love Jah. Me love Jah. Me love Jah. Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah.
After being brutally evicted by Melissa on the 28th of October, 2 months on the people of Western Jamaica in the disaster zone, today will be evicted by a government who is in squabble with the Freemason organization and the church over our insurance and tax money and donation that was meant to assist us. Good morning and welcome to Spiritual Wickedness in High Places. The war between the Freemason and the church intensified over our money, even though we are out of the equation of this battle over the money. Let me make a disclaimer this morning. May I part crowd with Alvin Bailey this morning. Stick around and I'll tell you why. Because I thought Alvin Bailey was a man of integrity, but Mr. Alvin Bailey come out a war over money. So, me part crowd with Alvin Bailey this morning. You all must remember who Alvin Bailey is, don't you? You remember Reverend Orville Moore's funeral when Alvin Bailey exposed the government, the state. Stick around. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. It is the last day of the year in the white man's calendar. You know, the night when they're going to burn a lot of gunpowder all over the Western Hemisphere. For God Almighty, whatever reason, I don't know. Charlotte Graham, Colleen, good morning. Abinasa, Cody, Debbie Jarvis, Steve V, good morning. Barbara Simpson, good morning. Is it Bridget Williams, good morning, good morning. Liebert Peart, good morning and welcome, one and all. Good morning, like and share the live, please, because to say the church and the state a war over money. Shame on you, the churches. Come and say Andrew Oldness, line on our pastors, Violet Watson, Denise Hilton, morning. Me say Andrew Oldness, string a whole lot of fishy pastors, a lot of finger-fearing pastors, a lot of fornicating, adulterous, child molesting pastors. Me say them string out. Evan Miller, how you do? Me see the whole of them string out to come attack Everard Warmington. Mr. Warmington love to talk. What? Pastor no love talk to? Let me say this to Uno. This is something that regardless of how a lot of us may see Mr. Warmington, rebel with a cause, morning. Mr. Warmington have a lot of public support on this particular matter. Thieving pastors. Pastors who have been robbing us blind in daylight for centuries and decades. You lot have no shame to come out here, say Jamaicans lying in squalor. Say uno prime minister I go evict Jamaicans, homeless Jamaicans today. And a money, the church come out and argue about. Look how much the government go on with it in our country. And you know, hear the church come out. But the church come out about their best friend. All we know say, money at the church best friend. And when the best friend name call, everybody run out. Come here, Alvin. Alvin, we think you did have integrity. But then again, Alvin, look like a long time they shut you up. Because you don't want justice for your friend anymore. You don't want justice for Arville more anymore. Isn't it? Because at Arville Moore's funeral, Alvin Bailey, we all celebrated you. Because you came out and you said what sounded to be justiciable and true. I personally then saw you as one of the upright pastors who are willing to challenge government corruption at the altar. Hey, Alvin. Alvin, look at you now. Squibbling and squabbling over deadlift. Alvin, squibbling and squabbling over deadlift. Over where you see the Prime Minister carrying bowl and go walk and beg, Alvin. If you come down for the Rastum Alvin Bailey, you don't want justice for Arville more anymore. Alvin Bailey, you don't want justice for Arville more. Or it look like fine, you come out, come expose the government lies in relation to Arville Moore. Them silence you and pay you off Alvin Bailey. And since that me never hear you, no Alvin come out and quarrel about money. Whatever you may think of Mr. Warmington, Mr. Warmington is standing up for the downtrodden people of Jamaica at the moment. He's the only politician who is doing that. No other Labour, no other PNP. When it comes to the squanderous spending of the government, in this relief effort, but still not calling the people name. People all over the country, who all over Western Jamaica, homeless and shelterless. The government will be evicting them today. And the church, them never come out, come talk about anything compassionate. The church never come rebuke the government. The church never come say to the government, let us sit down and have a dialogue and design a way forward, how we assist these people as well as getting school back open. No, we not hear the church. Money, oh. Money, oh. The church have a voice. We don't know to say all about money. Money, the church have a voice. Mr. Warmington is right. Mr. Warmington is right. Our taxpayer dollar, our donation shouldn't be wasted on these criminal organizations who make a profit every week. You will also hear from prostitutes like Delpha Davis, who have cash point. Delpha Davis will spell and bewitch people to come place them money at Delpha Davis altar. The church come out in full prostitution gear over money. Over money. We never hear the church come out about compassion for the people of Western Jamaica. These churches never come out when it comes to compassion for the people of Jamaica, but them come out and argue and defend money. You all should be ashamed of yourself, you grave robbers. You bunch of child molesters. Hiding behind the clergy, hiding behind the pulpit. You bunch of evil sorcerers. I want to come out and argue about money. Money won't never put down. Money won't no help with pay tax for. The church collect a profit every day. The church have never paid tax. And the church still in a disaster, a can't leash half away. The church a dead dog, a dog and junker just like the government. A dog and junker follow leech off a dead meat. Let us listen back to Mr. Warmington. Then we'll go to the plethora of prostitutes of the altar.
Member is pushing back strongly against his own administration's decision to allocate $75 million to the Social Development Commission to assist churches and faith-based organizations impacted by Hurricane Melissa.
The announcement, intended to signal inclusivity in the national recovery effort, is now the source of controversy. Details in this report.
There's no logic in this. Let us look for the people who are suffering out there. That's what the government ought to be doing, instead of propping up the churches with cash when they're already flooded with cash.
Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwestern Everett Warmington rejecting the government's decision to allocate $75 million to support churches and faith-based institutions in rebuilding efforts following Hurricane Melissa. The announcement, which was made by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness last week, has left Mr. Warmington with a number of questions. Among them, how was the decision made and what will the funds be used for?
The last report is that the churches have billions of dollars in their account. So I believe at this time the church ought to step up to the plate and assist the membership that were affected. Those members were affected. This is a time when they should be assisting their members from this vast amount of cash they have, because members have been giving. So it's time for them to give back.
However, Dr. Holness emphasized the vital role of churches in society, noting their collaboration with the government and other agencies in the hurricane relief effort. He added that some congregations are having their services under tents, and so special provisions were made. Mr. Warmington stressed he's not against the church, but insists the funds could be better used to support families still displaced.
Those who have denomination have churches close together. Combine these membership into one building. Because most of these churches, anyone on a Sunday, don't have anybody in them. Very few people are in these churches. So the best they can do is to combine the membership at one location and having all these structures all over the place. It's not the duty of government to rebuild the churches. There's a separation of church and state. So I don't see why the government will be stepping up to rebuilding these churches. It's not our duty. I'm not against the church. I'm a part of the church. But funds should not be going to taxpayers. Funds should not be going to religious institutions, organizations in this fashion.
Right. We're now going to listen to the backlash by a plethora of pastors, so-called, who have joined the choir singing in defense of collecting more money, of ignoring the suffering Raymond Wagwan, welcome, welcome. Thanks for your donation. We're very much appreciated. I cannot believe that these pastors who have not lined themselves up to come out and said to the government, have a heart. Have a heart. You cannot evict the people without making preparation for them. They've all been silent. This conversation has been going on for weeks, and the churches are silent. You don't see Jamaica organization at churches, you know, the one them will come out when Andrew Holness want them for doing dirty work as him send them out from Everard Warmington. They only come out when the government order them to come do the government dirty work. Alvin Bailey. Alvin Bailey, you don't want justice anymore. Alvin Bailey. Bishop Alvin Bailey, you don't want justice anymore. Organization always put padlock on people both. Let us listen to the tirade, the disgraceful spat over taxpayer money by churches who have been robbing us blindly for centuries.
Primetime News follow-up now. Church leaders are firing back at criticism from government MP Everett Warmington about the $75 million approved to help faith-based institutions and churches recover after Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report. It's been less than 24 hours since government MP Everett Warmington publicly objected to the government's allocation of $75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has come out swinging. Of course, Mr. Warmington just...
In less than 24 hours, they came out. In less than 24 hours, so much pastors couldn't line up to attack Mr. Warmington. Let me tell you something. Mr. Warmington have all heap of support out here because I am one of them.
Love to talk. In an interview with TVJ News on Monday, Mr. Warmington questioned the justification for the allocation by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and argued that many churches are financially stable and should care for themselves at this time. However, Bishop Delford Davis of Power of Faith Ministry International dismissed that claim, arguing that some churches are in fact struggling financially. I can't speak.
One of Jamaica's biggest thief. One of Jamaica's biggest criminal, Delford Davis. One of Jamaica's biggest highway robber, Delphor Davis was set up Cash Pint and Church. Delphor Davis. Delphor Davis will obey people for plant seed. Look at these dog shit. But you see, dirty Jamaicans, we make politician and pastor lead, we don't get exactly what we deserve. Me only hope them turn up the stove. Me only hope politician and pastor turn up the stove in Jamaica because me want to not melt. It's only so we're going to get rid of fucking fools like some of you. Look on thief in Delphor Davis. Look on thief in Delphor Davis. Uno Jamaica people. Lord Jesus, Andrew Holness, uno me case, man, uno me case. Them need water. Me think Melissa being worse, but they need water. And that, it'll go reach you know. It'll go reach you know, can no arms it up.
To the wealth of the congregations or the church generally. One thing I know, church is generally supported by the love, the free will gifts of tithes and offering of its members. So of course the whole question of
people don't give them tithe freely. People don't give them tithe freely. People are under brainwash. People are being brainwashed. People are being ostracized. People are being criticized, threatened, and everything when them a church member and not pay them tithe. So nobody come talk more willingly and freely. No engagement with the church is willingly or freely because we don't in our right state of mind. So you can't go in a contract when you're in your right state of mind. We don't know no agreement.
wealth being amassed. I can't speak to that. I know churches struggle to carry out their missions because the mission of the church goes way beyond the four walls.
Bishop Rowan Edwards of the Lighthouse Assembly went further.
Not many churches have money that Mr. Warmington is talking about. Many of the rural churches don't have a proper account. I mean, they don't have an account because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't.
No, listen to this pussy. Beg on pardon. But me can't call it any other. Jamaica people, no church will collect money and get back to you. You see what we are dealing with? You see why me have to get angry? No. Did you hear this, Kabati man? Did you hear? When it's a little while, the church not the money because the church collect the money and have to get back to it. Lord Jesus. Hey. Melissa should have picked up all churches and all pastors for that matter and land them into the sea of forgetfulness where they belong. Because we're not going to move forward with politicians and pastors. We're just not going to move forward because none of these two set of junk. None of these two set of dog shit. Not do anything in our interest. It's all about power and pocket. Politician, pastor, power and pocket. It's all the peas. But one of the assholes of Jamaica. Jamaica and Nigeria people, I'm losing my patience with you two set of idiots. You two set of corrupt beggars. I am losing my patience with Jamaicans and Nigerians because you both are idiots. On go on like people for recognize on for something in the black world. Want to recognize for Jamaicans and Nigerians. You all are idiots.
Because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't have the kind of money that Mr. Warmington is talking about.
In raising his objection,
this is how these pastors will stand in front of you unwillingly lie. Gloria Morris, how are you? Debbie and Duncan, Wagwan. Empress Deb, Joan Bailey. This is how these pastors will stand in front of you, staring at your face and tell you a lie. What is Rowan Edwards talking about? Does anyone know? Anyone on the live or anyone in Jamaica, do you know what Rowan Edwards is talking about? When me tell you all these people lie, wicked, conniving and deceiving. Boy, may I tell you, if it was for me, I would have grown and I bet not say.
Assembly went further.
Not many churches have money that Mr. Warmington is talking about. Many of the rural churches don't have a proper account. I mean, they don't have an account because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't have the kind of money that Mr. Warmington is talking about.
In raising his objection, Mr. Warmington also suggested that the affected churches consolidate their membership with others. Bishop Davis says it could be considered. However,
the very fact that we know that there's a need for the weakness of the church in each community, I would rather support us standing with each community and with each local congregation.
We can't make it look like, say, one time we here with a man this, because Jamaica people, you know, if you tell like on the government and the pastor them, you know, the pastor them are going back money. The government are going to money and we walk and hide it. And we make we out here every day and cuss them. Jamaica people, how no wicked so? How no wicked so, Jamaica people? The pastor them are going back out of the tithe and offering. The government are going back. And we make we out here every day and cuss them. Jamaica people, you make we out here every day cuss the pastor and the government, them and know say them a look at town. How no turn bad so? Hey, the pastor are wicked, you know. Them pastor are wicked, you know. You heard what the pastor turn up in a crowd and talk by mic and camera? Hold up on the hand if you don't get nothing from the church. Hold up on the hand if you don't go pastor and tell the pastor nobody experience. If pastor have more than the long lamented drawn out prayer for half hour. Anyone on out here we passing. Opal Watson, how you do? Welcome. Anyone on no boy we passing ever get nothing further than the long lamented John out prayer. We even we want the help get fed up at the prayer. Hold up on a hand, man. Hold up on a hand and you can't make the pastor them take the blame when the pastor them are collect. Rowan Edwards, I wish part you meet them and give them. Rowan Edwards, which part you meet them and give them? Rona Vestry, Rona Kana Dark Night, which part Rowan? I will look like a bargain a go on by the people them are getting and can't. Rowan, where you get for the money where you give the people them, Rowan? Come, Rowan, come. Where you get, when you give the people them the money, round a back road, round a bush, round a street side, or anywhere where we don't see Rowan, where you get back for it? Hey, them people are dangerous, you know. Them people are cut both angle, you know. The people them never see anything where happen to we. From the 28th of August till now, from the October, from the 28th of October till now, the people them no come out. And as money the church run come out to come attack Mr. Warmington. We are going to roll in the mud with you, churches. Me and upon the Freemason side. Me will never in this country join forces with the state or the church. Me would prefer stand with the wicked Freemason. Because the Freemason wouldn't see them and know say they're wicked. But under the church and government always act like uno do good. And I make me afraid down. I make me afraid down for to make people feel so now do good. And to make people walk and tell the lie and story so now do good. And then as we turn around, uno stab we in our back. Because what you churches are doing to the Jamaica people is stabbing us in our backs. Look how we depend dot in a disease. Look how the government are going to kick we out of school today. And the money, come out of quarrel over. Money. I mean, after you all been sticking us up with fingers, you all been sticking us up and going away pockets for centuries. And the one time we touch out we hand to no spitting away hand. Lord have his mercy. Me can't manage. Me don't know which one I remember this. BRSFASC. Welcome. Because it changed to handle only. Me don't know a lot of people anymore. But welcome. NJJ. Morning, welcome. Listen to Rowan, and when you see Rowan pan road, don't be afraid to ask Rowan for food or share of the money. When you meet Rowan Edwards pan road, don't be ashamed to ask Rowan Edwards for food or share of the money because they have money to walk and get out.
Primetime news follow-up now. Church leaders are firing back at criticism from government MP Everett Warmington about the $75 million approved to help faith-based institutions and churches recover after Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report. It's been less than 24 hours since government MP Everett Warmington publicly objected to the government's allocation of $75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has come out swinging.
Of course, Mr. Warmington just love to talk.
In an interview with TVJ News on Monday, Mr. Warmington questioned the justification for the allocation by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and argued that many churches are financially stable and should care for themselves at this time. However, Bishop Delford Davis of Power of Faith Ministry International dismissed that claim, arguing that some churches are in fact struggling financially.
I can't speak to the wealth of the congregations or the church generally. One thing I know, church is generally supported by the love, the free will gifts of tithes and offering of its members. So of course, the whole question of wealth being amassed, I can't speak to that. I know churches struggle to carry out their missions because the mission of the church goes way beyond the four walls.
Bishop Rowan Edwards of the Lighthouse Assembly went further.
Not many churches have money that Mr. Warmington.
Anyway, beyond the four wall, the church go Delford Davis in a people wallet and in our members' drawers and underpants. And this one alone me know church go. Oh, Tada.
Is talking about. Many of the rural churches don't have a proper account. I mean, they don't have an account because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't have the kind of money that Mr. Warmington is talking about.
In raising his objection, Mr. Warmington also suggested that the affected churches consolidate their membership with others. Bishop Davis says it could be considered. However,
the very fact that we know that there's a need for the weakness of the church in each community. I would rather support us standing with each community and with each local congregation to make them a light shining in that particular area than to consolidate in certain areas. I believe it will create a void within those communities.
No, hold on. Of all of them, you know, Rowan Edwards, the whole of them bun me. I mean, you know, when you want to take a hammer to somebody's knees and elbow and collarbone, that's what I would literally want to do with each of them. But of all of them, Rowan Edwards bun me more than all. Because Rowan Edwards proved me right that pastors lied blatantly like politicians. Pastors lie blatantly like politicians. What Rowan Edwards are talking about? Eh? No. The easy church. One, bro. We in advance. Paul Johnson. No. What Rowan are talking about? Because that the part that jump out at me, you know. Of all of what the rest of hypocrite them say, we expect them to say that part there. Which all of it was a lie. But the lie that Rowan told, I mean, even politicians don't tell such a plain lie. This is what we're up against. This is what we're up against. The level of mind control and the level of criminality these people are willing to deploy in their game of mind control. What are these pastors talking about? I mean, somebody need to wake us up, shake us, and throw a cold water upon we because a dream we a dream, you know. Them your fuckery a dream. I can't reality this. Pastor said the church collect money and give back to the people them. Listen here. Bob Marley said, I feel like burning a church when I know that the preacher is lying. They're stealing, whoring, and molesting children as well, Bob.
Primetime news follow-up now. Church leaders are firing back at criticism from government MP Everett Warmington about the $75 million approved to help faith-based institutions and churches recover after Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report.
My granddaughter,
it's been less than 24 hours since government MP Everett Warmington publicly objected to the government's allocation of $75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has come out swinging.
Of course, Mr. Warmington just love to talk.
In an interview with TVJ News on Monday, Mr. Warmington questioned the justification for the allocation by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and argued that many churches...
Anybody know me? A long time me talk is a pastor to go pick up hoe, pickaxe and shovel in our country. That sit down and wait per weekend for thief. Now go work. Pastors need a 9 to 5. Pastors need to pick up pickaxe, hoe, and shovel and go weed dirt. But because of you fools, you modern day fools, you ready-made, put on shelf fools. I make them pussy I can come talk to us this morning and tell us they don't have no money and tell us the liquor where they collect. They go no back some of it and uno can't prove. The whole I not go prove what do with God money, you know. The whole I know. I go talk what do with God money because here Rowan can't tell we say it a share up between uno and them. When we think of them one a thief, uno get phone no share out of it and not talk. What a disgrace. What a disgrace in our country.
Primetime news follow-up now. Church leaders are firing back at criticism from government MP Everett Warmington about the $75 million approved to help faith-based institutions and churches recover after Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report. It's been less than 24 hours since government MP Everett Warmington publicly objected to the government's allocation of $75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has...
Oh no, Anthony Williams. Oh no, churches does not pay tax. Even though church takes in a profit every week, without a capital invested, the church does not pay tax. Lord Jesus, only if people could just wake up and they will see the zombie state that they are living in. When awoken people like us soon, we're literally seeing zombies moving amongst us. We're seeing dead people moving amongst us.
Primetime News follow-up now. Church leaders are firing back at criticism from government MP Everett Warmington about the $75 million approved to help faith-based institutions and churches recover after Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report. It's been less than 24 hours since government MP Everett Warmington publicly objected to the government's allocation of $75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has come out swinging.
Of course, Mr. Warmington just love to talk.
In an interview with TVJ News on Monday, Mr. Warmington questioned the
But sorry if I cut on. Not only that they don't pay tax as well, the churches, their churches are under no duty to provide financial accountability. The churches, as long as you see them into their teeth, they are under no duty to provide financial accountability. You can't question their bank balance.
justification for the allocation by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and argued that many churches are financially stable and should care for themselves at this time. However, Bishop Delford Davis of Power of Faith Ministry International dismissed that claim, arguing that some churches are in fact struggling financially.
I can't speak to the wealth of the congregations or the church generally. One thing I know, church is generally supported by the love, the free will gifts of tithes and offering of its members. So of course, the whole question of wealth being amassed, I can't speak to that. I know churches struggle to carry out their missions because the mission of the church goes way beyond the four walls.
Bishop Rowan Edwards of the Lighthouse Assembly went further.
Not many churches have money that Mr. Warmington is talking about. Many of the rural churches don't have a proper account. They don't have an account because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't have the kind of money that Mr. Warmington is talking about.
In raising his objection, Mr. Warmington also suggested that the affected churches consolidate their membership with others. Bishop Davis says it could be considered. However,
the very fact that we know that there's a need for the weakness of the church in each community, I would rather support us standing with each community and with each local congregation to make them a light shining in that particular area than to consolidate.
The only light we see Delford Davis, I want to pull down on a zip. The only light we see, I did like a shiny spawn of zip on and I pull it down. So I don't know what light, I don't know church bring in a community when violence turn up in a communities. I don't know where I talk about Delford. Thief in Delford Davis. Delford Davis with the cash pint. Delford Davis with the charm under the altar to take the people their money. Come over me, Delford. Andrew Holness, thieving friend. I wonder what is the liar Peter Chambers' view on this. Because I wonder that liar, maybe God give message send off to take Andrew money because of blood money.
Certain areas, I believe it will create a void within those communities from which those congregations would be removed.
The pastors commended Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness for approving the allocation, describing it as a timely intervention which highlights the government's recognition of the role churches play in society. But for Bishop Rowan Edwards,
at the same time, we have to realize that people are without roofs. People don't have a place to live. we would ask, Mr. Prime Minister, that you give the church the money to help their people to put back on their roofs. When their roofs are gone back on, now you give us more money to put back on our church roofs.
You hear thief in Rowan? Rowan. Jesus keeps me near the cross. There's a precious phone. Rowan. So the people them can't spend money for themselves. Rowan. Somebody can touch Rowan on his shoulder there. One or another touch Rowan on his shoulder, kind of appear to Rowan. So the people them can't spend money for themselves. The government can't give the people them money themselves to put on their roof, Rowan. Rowan, the government figure you the money to put on the people them. The intermediary, Rowan. Intermediary, Rowan. The people them can't spend money for them. Oh, when you see the liberty where they take with we. When you see how, when you see we still away pampas in our country. No, me say if we don't see we still away nappy in our country. Because Rowan never say no. No government, we are right. We belly full like a feel. Give the people them the money. Alleviate them out of the poverty and the destruction and the squalor where Melissa left them in. Rowan not say that. Rowan said, give we make we put on the roof. And when we don't put on the roof, you give we more money to put on for we. A collection plate galang in, you know. You know, Sister Rowan come out with collection plate. Rowan is saying, give we wholeness, because when we collect offering, we always give back to them. So give we figure them. Oh God, Rowan. In a broad daylight, Rowan, you never even wait till it dark up. In a broad daylight, right in front of the whole away. Rowan said, give me, make me give them. Rowan, that's a thief, you know. Rowan, anybody you see one stuck in between Rowan and normally a con man. Rowan, anybody you see stuck themselves in between money galang in is a con man. And what you have just said, Rowan, is classic of con man. Give me give them. Eh? No, sir. We still away pampas in Jamaica. Oh, Lord Jesus. Boy, I said Rowan for me this morning. Eh? Rowan said, give me give them. They don't know how to spend it. Eh? Lord Jesus. No wonder why. Then talk to us, so. We honor them. There's nobody receives honor, praise, and gratitude like politicians and pastors in Jamaica. These two people where I would want to shit in my hand and slap them right in their face with it.
For Bishop Rowan Edwards,
At the same time, we have to realize that people are without roofs. People don't have a place to live. We would ask, Mr. Prime Minister, that you give the church the money to help their people to put back on their roofs. When their roofs are gone back on, now you give us more money to put back on our church roofs.
in the meantime, the church leaders are calling for constructive discussions, insisting the issue should be focused on recovery, partnership, and national resilience.
While states do not run church and church do not run states, but it's a wonderful thing for church and state to collaborate in all the ways that they can.
In the meantime,
They have been collaborating, Delpha Davis. The church keep us in spiritual contempt. The church is the author of brainwashing, Delpha Davis. So the politician can get to have their way with us. The church, Delpha Davis, and the state, the separation between the church and the state has always been a lie. Prince Charles is the head of the church and the head of the state. It's a lie, Delpha Davis. Delpha Davis, it is a lie. Prince Charles is the head of the Anglican Communion and head of state of Britain and Jamaica. So it's a lie you're telling. Nothing don't go so. The lie will not tell we it's a lie to pull a wool over with eye. The church is the one whose job is to keep us blind so that government can go into our pocket. You idiot. No, listen to this other poof who is hiding behind the altar. Because enough of them batty pastor, you know, them always hide behind the altar.
Clergymen based in rural Jamaica are also taking Everald Warmington to task for his position. In St. Elizabeth, the clergy says the cash would be a boost to the church's mission.
That money is well needed. I mean, I want you to know that the church has a very special.
I didn't know you need money to abuse children. Church. Michael, whatever king you name. I wonder if you have anything to do with the Peter King, them, even though Peter King and Parkin is no relation. Me never know say you need money to abuse children. Because that's all you know do. Me never know say you need money to lead people astray. Me never know say you need money to tell lie. What mission the money will enhance for the church? You see, you wicked liar people, God will judge you. And I'm hoping judge you while I'm alive. Because I want to see a lot of judgment. And I want to run from hellfire. I want all to push on back. Because me was a witness to one another they collect the money.
Mission, and that is to help humanity. And that is really what the church has been doing. So, I mean, the government, a matter of fact, cannot do everything. And the church is actually doing a wonderful work in helping people, in better people's life in many ways.
What? The church is doing a wonderful job in stealing. The church is doing a wonderful job in stealing. And that's all me know the church do. A wonderful job in stealing and telling lie. You can count on the church for that. Barring that, it must be the fornication, the adultery, and the molestation of children. But you tell me what good force the church have been in our society and what changes this nonsense has brought to us. We are not devil worshipping.
So if this time comes around where the church should really get a particular help, I don't see why the church shouldn't get any form of help from the government if the government wants to give it. I think Mr. Warrington...
It's not the government's money, it's ours. And we're not comfortable with it. We don't want to money for prop up thief. We don't want money for prop up scammers. We prefer to get the ghetto youth them pan road. Make the ghetto youth them come scam. We don't get enough out of where already. The youth them just learn to scam or not scam from day that.
Is misinformed or doesn't really understand the mission of the church. Because the mission of the church is really to help with the needs and the situation of mankind.
The church is to help with the need and the situation of mankind. This is what this little Batty pastor is saying, you know. But his parish, the Batty pastor's parish, is on the edge of devastation. St. Elizabeth look like a squalor land. And you are here defending money for yourself? Have you seen the people of St. Elizabeth around you? Have you seen the people of St. Elizabeth lying in squalor around you? And you're coming out here to defend your pocket? How we make cut a deal? Before we go on with $75 million, we provide us a financial accountability for at least the last 5 years. Can you all do that? Can you all do that? Provide us financial accountability. Because hold on, us claims don't have treasury. You see the treasurer and the pastors and the church elders, we not go hell headway. We don't have eye open. At least when Bingy there go hell headway, Bingy go dead. We not go hell headway alive. Because we don't have to meet on a judgment with an eye open, you know. You people are some very wicked people. I mean, the people are suffering. The people are suffering. Church don't have to keep. We have to live and we have to eat though. Church don't have to keep. Church don't have to exist. It's about time the people of Jamaica take hammer and pickaxe to these churches. When Melissa left, finish here. And if Melissa never touch it, push it down. We don't need these demonic, barbaric entities of slavery still dominating over us. How you think we are going free if we have these bastardized entities that control the way we think? And not only that they control the way we think, they continue to commit crimes against us. Crimes against humanity. The sexual abuse and the sexual molestation that goes on in the churches. I don't know how to go there in a peace, you know. I don't know how to go there in peace because all when I got funeral at church, because the only time I got church is when I visit God anybody's funeral. Barring that, I don't see no reason for go to church. I mean, go hope people can wake up and say, you can have funeral anyway. COVID teach when we're still not learning. Say church is not relevant. Church really isn't relevant. Are we prop up these criminals? Are we keep these criminal organizations afloat? Are we make these criminal organizations flourish? Are we give these criminal organizations authority and notoriety in society? These are some bastardized creatures.
Mr. Parkins contends the church is among the institutions helping Jamaicans through the crisis. Therefore, it is not wrong for the state to assist.
Consider it. Where you go when you have funerals? Where do you go when you have weddings? Where do you go when you have child education?
Where do we go when we have funeral and wedding? To the church for a fee, Jankro. Jankro, we come to the church for a fee. Can't tell we say church have to clean and this have to do, and we come to the church for a fee. No go on like we no do wedding and funeral for free for we. We come to the church for a fee. Thief. We come to the church for a fee. We never come to church it and in a cost with Jankro. Jankro, we never come to church it and it don't cost we. So don't go on like I said church and somewhere we drain with everything out of we. Pamela Akola, thank you very much. Nobody go on like I said we benefit when we come to church. When we come to church it costs we. So don't go on like we get nothing free out of church. Church has always been a burden to us. Whether we come there for praise God, whether we come there for cry, or whether we come there for laugh and celebrate, the church has always been a burden to us. Me see when you come away yard, come keep funeral all in a COVID, all when you miss do it in a party. The church them still come away yard, come collect offering. The church is a burden. That criminal organization called the church, that criminal organization who had that major role in surgery of land holding and brainwash education, has always been a burden to us. If you won't read, you won't understand what I say. But the church, their church, has always been a burden to us. So I don't know what this year one year him pluck up out a pig batty talk about. The church has always been a burden. You will benefit from the burden that the church is. You may not see it. Because when the lion go to road, the lion say, I ate the goat because I was hungry. And if you speak to the goat is going to say, the lion attacked me because he was just fucking aggressive, domineering, and greedy. Two different stories. So no can go on. Are just these idiot people will become slaves for politicians and pastors. How not just lead them, yes, so this one everywhere, so no can lead me. No, me too miserable to be led. Me is too miserable and idiot to be led. Some of people with the manners and the decency and all of them something there. We are just fools. And the pastor and the politician them recognize it and then just use uno for the fool them want to be. Because we should stone these motherfuckers. All of these pastors who used to come out for attack Mr. Warmington, we should be stoning them. Wicked as Everett Warmington be, at least in can see the need to call out the government of its wickedness against the people. The people where the government are going to evict out of shelter today. The people where the government scoop up the whole heap of money and don't make no plan for. And I take with money, get wicked liar thief in church, figure molest people, children. Are you crazy? I can't go on about my business this morning because I don't want to go have a meltdown with them. Wicked liar thief in pastor. Till next thing you know, me and the Pope go color up over this. Next thing you know, you look at that me and the Pope, you sit down there roll. I can't go on about my business. Because talking is not a remedy for idiocy. Talking is not a remedy for the stupidity we're going in Jamaica and Nigeria. We have to go ask Bill Gates if he can make something for Jukuno, for Juk sense, no. Because what going with Nigeria and Jamaica, it's beyond the pale now. And then we roll up ourselves in front of the world. Superpower of the Caribbean and giant of Africa. Superpower and giant of corruption. Superpower and giant of a derelict healthcare. Look at the debacle Nigeria. Nigerians are not come here. Me saw a question on Facebook as to why Anthony Joshua was being flown out for medical attention. Why Anthony Joshua shouldn't stay in Nigeria? It doesn't matter his parents are Nigerian. Why should he stay there when he can get better health care? We don't never even have ambulance to come pick up the injured man and the dead man. We don't never even have ambulance. I know that still want him to stay there for the cameras and the journalists them come. I that don't want. A news story when I look for don't. So now have news story Donald Trump at Bamono. You can't want a bigger news story than America taking over Nigeria. That is the news story. One of the talk about government was selling out in order to topple Abraham through, but them will get with them a backside who will look for in the Sahel. Nigeria, you go get where you look for. Nigeria and Jamaica should shut up. Shut up. The two and what who corrupt sell out. Uno should shut up and stop own a place in Africa and the Caribbean. But I go about my business. And we're going to come back tonight and do the last 6 months of the year in review. This last 6 months, you know, the news cycle was much more bustling. So there will be a lot more to discuss tonight because, you know, the heatedly contested election was in the second half of the year. Melissa also brought us the destruction after the election, which take us to where we are today, which is the day when the government will evict. The government who have collected over 200 million US in insurance. The government who took out a $6.7 billion US on the people of Jamaica. Government who have collected millions on concert, millions in online donation, on a plethora of plane load and ships of aid. The people is yet to see or touch or get any assistance from. But that same government, mind you, will be evicting those who Melissa ravished on the 28th of October. You couldn't make it up for the worst horror novel if you try to be one of the best writers. It wouldn't sound honest of a horror novel. But if you don't understand what Marcus Garvey says, when he says unite or perish, then perish we certainly will. But tell the demons of the altar, Mr. Warmington, on this matter, disgraceful though he is, challenged of a politician though he might be, have a lot of us support who would not otherwise support Mr. Warmington. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way, prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and cry and do that righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari. And we love Jah, we love Jah, we love Jah, Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I and I should never hold thy peace while we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari. Preserve all. And we love Jah. Jah. Me love Jah. Jah. Me love Jah. Jah. Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twin.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.